In today's video, I'm going to talk about a couple of issues related to labels and HomeManage. So first, let me start with a little tip regarding printing labels. So let's say you just want to print labels for a couple of items. All you need to do is select the items. So I'm going to select these two items, right mouse click, select output labels using, and I'll select the item comprehensive label. The label templates have the extension LBL, by the way. So I click open. Now here in the options section, you can click on the select button. And the reason to do this is, let's say you're printing out on some sort of label template, for example, Avery label templates. And you've already printed out, for example, the first 5 positions. What you can do is tell the program to start printing at row 3, column 2. So click OK. And now just to illustrate what it would look like when printed out, I'm going to select Preview, Start. And you can see here it's only printing these 2 sections there. Next, I'm going to talk about a subject that's a little bit more complicated, and that is editing label templates, choosing which type of label they are eventually printed on. So I'm going to first select Reporting, Edit Labels. I'm going to choose the label template that I used previously, Item Comprehensive, Open. Now here you get the design of each label. Let's say I like this format, I like the fields that are on here, but I want to add an image and print more information on each label, so I want the labels to be larger. Up at the top here, I'm going to select Project, Label, Regions. And here in the first section, the layout definition, I get the measurements of each label. So each label is 66 millimeters across by 25 down. On each page, 2 labels will be printed across and 10 down, so that's 20 labels per page. Let's say I want to change that. I click on the Templates tab, and under Avery Dennison, I have many, literally hundreds of label templates that I have available. And you can purchase these label templates at your local office supply store, or perhaps online, Amazon.com. I'm going to choose a label format that will print less labels on each page. So let me choose this one here. It's Avery Dennison 15395, and these are self-adhesive name badges, and these look a little bit bigger. So you've got 2 across, 4 down, and so you will print 8 on each page. Click OK. And once I've done that, the size of the background in the label template gets bigger because the labels themselves are bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and add an image for each label here. To add an image, I can click Insert, Picture, define the size of the picture. And it's asking me a file, formula, or variable. Now I'm choosing variable, and what I'm going to do here is type in asset image 1. So that means show the first image of each item if it exists in this particular section here in the label. So when I save these labels, I want to save them under a different file name. And so I'll keep the same name, Item Comprehensive, but it's always a good idea to remember the label templates that they will eventually be printed on, and I believe it was 15395. So I'll just save it under this name. Now I can do the same procedure again. Right mouse click, outputs labels using. So I'm going to select the Item Comprehensive Avery template that I just saved previously. Click Open. And let me just select Preview here. To actually see what the labels are like, you can always select the select button, and you'll see it's 2x4 as intended. So let me preview, start, and you can see here it's printing out each label now, but on a much larger scale with the actual image of the label included. So there obviously are cases where you want to start from scratch, and in HomeManage you can do this. Simply select Reporting, Create Labels, and it will bring up a Project Wizard. Now I'm going to do another video explaining how to use the Project Wizard because it's quite complicated. It can be quite complicated. So, but let me just get started here. So click Next. Now I only have a Brother QL570 printer, which is a dedicated barcode printer set up with this computer. If you're using, for example, a laser printer with Avery labels, your printer is going to be different. Now here I'm going to select the label format. Let me just quickly do that. Next. Here you're able to change the parameters or measurements of each label. And from this point, I'm being presented with the label designer. I'm going to do another video on the label designer in the next few days. So thanks for watching. Take care and bye-bye.